Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Iona. So for today's video, I actually wanted to do the Booktube Newbie challenge, newbie tag. I actually have about 3 or 4 videos in YouTube now, but I didn't know that the newbie tag existed up until now. Or recently. I think it's a good way to introduce yourself to the Booktube community and also answer a few questions that people might want to know and, get to know me a little bit. So let me just go ahead and get started. So the first question was, why did you start this channel? I think that's the first hard question to answer. Just because there's numerous reasons for why I started the channel, but one of the main reasons is a hard one to say. So I wouldn't say that there was a depression looming or I was depressed, but I would say that there was some kind of funk that was beginning to happen. I don't think that it was as serious as depression, but I definitely needed something for myself. I needed something that can help me with whatever I was going through. And so I turned to reading. I actually am forever thankful that I found A Court of Thorns and Roses and started reading that, because it actually got me back into reading and and created this whole spiral of events, and then led to me starting this YouTube channel. I just wanted an outlet. I wanted a place where I could talk about something that I really love. And this is it. YouTube is it. And I find YouTube can be such a wonderful community. It could be a place where you can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about, and you'll find a place for you. And I'm hoping to find my place here as well. Question 2, what is unique about this channel? All these questions are going to be hard for me, I think, because I think I'm going to end up going into rambles. So, what is unique about this channel? So, I do love reading, but I do love a lot of other things. I love things like fixing up my home. I love things like decorating for the holidays. I like going out and traveling. I'm sure there are a lot of people that do those things as well, but for this channel I wanted to incorporate those things as well as reading. For example, if I was to decorate for the holidays, I'd love to find the perfect book to read during Christmas time in front of my tree, or building bookshelves. I plan on building a bookshelf. I plan on building actually a bookshelf wall in my basement, and I kind of wanted to take you guys along with that as well. So like maybe listening to audiobooks while I clean, things like that. So I wouldn't say that's distinctly unique, but I would say that it's unique because everybody has their own thing going on, right? Everyone is different. Everyone has a different opinion. Everyone will choose to show their channel how they want to choose to show their channel. And so I think that there's not one same channel ever. So everyone just has their own unique style, unique perspective, and everyone can bring to the table. Why do you love reading? This might go deeper than it should, but when I was a kid, I actually was not born here in the United States. I was born in the Philippines and then moved here. And when I came here, I actually didn't know any English. I spoke Tagalog and I understood Tagalog. That's all I knew. And so I was thrown into a school system where everyone spoke English. Everyone around me spoke English. No one spoke my language. And so it was really difficult to integrate myself into that environment. And I just kind of had to fumble my way through life. And the first experience I had with reading was my elementary school teacher sitting all of us down and reading a book and showing the pictures. And I used to love the story time, not only because like even though I couldn't understand what she was saying, I could see the pictures, and it kind of immersed me into it, and it got me into slowly understanding the words that were being said to me. And later on, I was able to find comfort in those books. So even though I was not comfortable with making friends because socially it was more difficult to speak to people when you're not exactly comfortable with what you're saying, like you don't want to sound dumb or say the wrong thing because it's not your first language. So basically books became my friend. Books became a world for me to go into after school. It was a comfort. It was a place to find comfort. And I think some of my favorite books, I also used to love going to those, the little book fairs and buying the books. Those were like some of my favorite memories. But some of my favorite books when I was younger were like the poems, which is Where the Sidewalk Ends. And then later on, I used to love reading R.L. Stine, the Goosebumps book. And then I used to love reading The Babysitter's Club. So those were my jam. And so I started very early on, and again, reading became my comfort zone, and it was my friend. It allowed me to go into a world where I was completely comfortable, basically. What are some of your favorite books? Well, right now, of course, it's ACOTAR. I love that series. I love Nesta. I know many people will disagree with me on Nesta, but I honestly love characters that are flawed, and I love characters that are not perfect, and I feel like can grow as a person. I also enjoy, I like Fourth Wing, which I'm really excited about, the Rebecca Yarrow's tour that she's going on for Onyx. I like Abby Jimenez books because I feel like they are a lot of fun. And I also like a lot of the holiday books because I've been getting into those lately, like the holiday romance books. I also enjoy, I like a lot of romance and romanticities. And I also like fantasies. I like the adventures and the world building. Let's see. When did you start reading? So that's repeating myself, but I started reading in elementary school, so I won't go back into those details. Where do you read? I actually can show you that after I think it's one of the questions where it says what your book collection looks like. So I can show you guys a quick tour of what my book collection looks like because my bookshelves and where I read is like in the same area. So I'll just do a quick roundabout and show you guys all of that. And then let's see. So I don't think that they're really gonna ask, this is an official question for the newbie booktube tag. Who are your favorite booktubers? So I thought about this and I thought to myself, what do you enjoy watching? So for me, some of my favorite YouTubers include Larry. Larry to me feels like my inner personality, like what I think my personality is, but it doesn't come across as that. Like if I watch myself, I don't think I'm like that, but like how funny she is and how outspoken she is, it feels like how I feel on the inside. I don't know if that makes sense. Like she to me feels honest and true, and like she's not really holding back what she has to say. So and that's what I feel like I am on the inside, and I feel like I'm like that in real life, but like when I watch myself in the videos, I don't feel like that's how it comes across. Maybe I'm just not as comfortable with talking to the camera just yet, so that could just be the reason why. But I would just say maybe that's how I would love to come across on video. So I really enjoy her videos. I also like Destiny Sidwell. I like her books because, not her books, I'm sorry, I like her videos because it just feels like she's going about her day, she's showing her reading videos, and she's just chill or like totally comfortable in front of the camera. I would say that it's not just a specific YouTuber that I watch for book content. I just like flip across all of them. And I actually really love watching newer booktubers, and I like seeing their journey, and I love, following them. I mean, honestly, just anything that has to do with books, I love watching. I love watching the organization of bookshelves and going book shopping, things like that. So yeah, but for now, I'm gonna go ahead and answer 2 of the questions by showing you guys. So the 2 questions were, where do you read, and what does your book collection look like? So I'll go ahead and show you. I have a small collection right now because I like to make sure that it's a book that I would probably most likely enjoy reading, and I do a lot of research before getting it. And B, I don't just purchase books just like that. I like my home to be minimal. So if I get a book, I want to make sure that it's something that I will most likely keep and love and read again. So my book collection is probably smaller than a lot of people's book collections, but I do love it. I love staring at it all day. I like to go here and sit on my reading couch and just look and just stare at my books, my mini book collection. I mean, maybe it's small, but maybe to some people it's a lot, who knows. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you. So these are my current bookshelves. They hold all of my books at the moment. I do not have any more than this. I would say I've read not even 10% of what's up here. So right now I have read these, of course, and I am on the 5th book of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the 5th book of that. Let's not talk about the fact that I regret reading Assassin's Blade 4th. Should have read it first, whatever. And then I have read The Fourth Wing. I've read some of my dark romances and some of my romances, but for the most part, like, a lot of these are unread, so I feel no need to expand my collection at the moment because I do have a pretty big TBR. But of course, if a book comes out that I might be interested in, I am not gonna say no, but we shall see. Let me go ahead and show you the room that I read in right now. Let me turn you guys around. Okay, so this is the room that I read in and often record my videos in because my bookshelf is right in front of me, behind you guys. And I have here my reading couch. This is where I read. I'm trying to show it. Okay, this is where I read. I often record my videos right here in this corner. You see my 2 happy plants right there. I also have a chair that I will often read on right here. These 2 chairs right there. But yeah, it's simple, it's cozy. I like coming here. I like looking at my books. I like relaxing. This sofa, I swear, is one of the most comfortable sofas. You can take a nap, you can read, all the good stuff. So yeah, it's simple, not much to say, but I love it. Love it so much. And yeah, that's it. So that is my Booktube Newbie tag video. I would love to know what are some things that you might want to see in my videos. And also, if you enjoy my content, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!